Hi.
Hello. You're welcome if you're on YouTube too. There's some of us here on Zoom.
Hi, Serena.
Hi, Serena. Hi, Steve and Darren. So we'll just wait a bit longer, see if we're going to have other people joining us. Yeah, so welcome if you're joining us to meditate on YouTube as well. So I can't see the YouTube stream at the moment, but yeah, good to have you with us. Just going to wait a few more minutes. There's not as many of us tonight as usual, so we might have loads more people rolling in the next few minutes. Hi, Gareth and Kate. Okay, Missouri. Shantika. Hello, Nicola and Geeta. And Anthony. Nice to see you. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, just again, a big welcome if you're with us on YouTube. I can't see who's there at the moment, but there might be a few people. So yeah, you're very welcome to join us for meditating this evening. Okay, there's still a couple more people coming in, so I'm just going to wait another minute or so. Welcome to Maggie, and Mandy and Anthony. Nice to see you all. It is a bit funny always in this first bit where you're all very quiet. Yeah, so welcome to everyone joining us. James and Sam, Mark, Padmasaki. Hi, Padmasaki. And Jane. Great. Okay, so I think we'll get started. So we've been very fortunate to have Arta Bandhu leading the Sangha nights for the last 4 weeks, and tonight's the last evening that he's going to do that. And he's been talking about views, but particularly wisdom and the 3 levels of wisdom. So Arta Bandhu's given me a reading that I'll read this evening, which just fits with that theme and just those areas that we've been looking at over the last few weeks. So we'll have that reading before the meditation. So we'll do the mindfulness of breathing this evening. And yeah, I was thinking, in a way, Arta Bandhu's just been encouraging us to, around different ways in with the 3 levels of wisdom. So there's levels of listening or hearing the Dharma, reflecting on the Dharma, and meditating on the Dharma. And I was just thinking, like, one of the ways that we can do that is just to really notice impermanence during our meditation, and to notice that in a way, in the number of ways that it can occur, both with our thoughts, our emotions, but also sensations, particularly when we're following the breath. I know for myself, when I'm following the breath, it's quite easy to just feel like it's a bit boring and like the breath's just always the same. And I can sort of relate to it in that habitual way of, it's just the breath. But there's something about, if we look at our meditation or approach our meditation with just a curiosity around noticing impermanence, noticing the flow of different sensations, different thoughts, different emotions, then suddenly there's areas where we can just become much more interested. If we approach it with curiosity and interest, we really see like there's actually so much more there, and it's changing second to second, breath to breath. So yeah, I just invite you really this evening, when we do the mindfulness of breathing, just to really notice how things change, either throughout the sit or even from just breath to breath. Where do things stay the same and where do they change? Just invite you to notice that impermanence. So if you want to settle into your meditation postures and just sort of close your eyes and relax, and I'm going to read this reading, so you can just let the reading sort of wash over you and those words just sort of settle in a little. So the reading is the Raft simile. Monks, I will teach you the Dharma compared to a raft for the purpose of crossing over, not for the purpose of holding on to. Listen and pay close attention. I will speak. As you say, Lord, the monks responded to the Blessed One. The Blessed One said, suppose a person were travelling along a path. They would see a great expanse of water, with the near shore dubious and risky, the further shore secure and free from risk, but with neither a ferry boat nor a bridge going from this shore to the other. The thought would occur to them, here is this great expanse of water, with the near shore dubious and risky, the further shore secure and free from risk, but with neither a ferry boat nor a bridge going from this shore to the other. What if I were to gather grass, twigs, branches, and leaves, and having bound them together to make a raft, were to cross over to safety on the other shore, independence on the raft, making an effort with my hands and feet? Then the person, having gathered grass, twigs, branches, and leaves, having bound them together to make a raft, would cross over to safety on the other shore, independence on the raft, making an effort with their hands and feet. Having crossed over to the further shore, they might think, how useful this raft has been to me, for it was independence on this raft that, making an effort with my hands and feet, I have crossed over to safety on the further shore. Why don't I, having hoisted it on my head or carrying it on my back, go wherever I like? What do you think, monks? Would the person, in doing that, be doing what should be done with the raft? No, Lord. And what should the person do in order to be doing what should be done with the raft? There is the case where the person, having crossed over, would think, how useful this raft has been to me, for it was independence on this raft that, making an effort with my hands and feet, I have crossed over to safety on the further shore. Why don't I, having dragged it on dry land or sinking it in the water, go wherever I like? In doing this, they would be doing what should be done with the raft. In the same way, monks, I have taught the Dharma compared to a raft, for the purpose of crossing over, not for the purpose of holding on to. Understanding the Dharma as taught compared to a raft, you should let go even of dharmas, to say nothing of non-dharmas. So just settling into our meditation postures for the mindfulness of breathing. Just feeling the earth below us. Letting go of any holding of weight in our body and feeling held by the earth, by the ground, by the chair. Noticing the space above and around us. being held between the ground and the sky. Noticing how we are right now, mental states, thoughts, emotions, sensations in our body. Noticing all that, and then making an intention to follow and notice the breath. The mindfulness of breathing. So I invite you to notice and be open to any changes in the breath, in the sensations. Just noticing and being alert to to the flow. As we move into the third stage with an awareness of the breath in the whole body, can we be open to each breath as if we were experiencing it for the first time? Each breath is a new breath, a brand new experience for us. Is it possible to let go of any ideas we have about the breath and just experience it just as it is? As we come to the end, letting go totally of any effort you've been making. Just sitting with your experience. And just noticing how you are now. If there has been any change throughout the meditation. Just taking your time to come out of the meditation. And just before we head into the tea break, I'm going to hand over to Sadie. I think you're there, Sadie.
I am here. I'm just waiting for my camera to turn on. Hello.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, so just saying a word about dana. And as you probably all know, the centre does rely on generosity to keep running, and its only income source is donations. And that's really amazing. It means there's no charge for classes like this. And this is a really difficult time, and the Dharma seems to be needed more than ever. And for many of us who are finding ourselves struggling financially, and maybe not able to donate what we'd like to, it's just such a lifeline to still have access to Dharma teaching, spaces to receive the support of Sangha. And if you're in that position, then thank you for being here, and you're completely welcome. And you're not alone, I'm in that position too. And the principle of dana has taken on a new dimension for me since needing to practice receiving generosity. And it's not always an easy thing to do at all. But I'm just so incredibly grateful that the generosity of others means that we can all continue to come together and experience this nourishing and supportive this offering. And so if you are in a position where you're able to give money and you feel moved to do that in response to tonight's offering, then do follow the link, which I'll pop in the chat box, and it will take you to the donate page of the website. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sadie. Great. So, yeah, that's very beautiful. I feel moved by that, Sadie. Thank you. So yeah, we'll have a tea break. You're very welcome to stay here. Go and get yourself a cuppa. Yeah, we'll share a tea break together. So some of us will be still here during that space. And then we're here again from Artabandhu for part 4 of the Thicket of Views. So yeah, make yourself a cuppa and we'll be back together.